Doug Stinson here. In N4C, there are two competitions which allow a sequence of images to be submitted as a single entry. These are nature and journalism. In addition, a portfolio is nothing more than a special type of sequence. Many people struggle with submitting sequences. I believe this is because there is a lot of information out there that is wrong or makes the process more complicated than it needs to be. In this video, I will show you a simple method of submitting a sequence that has worked reliably for me. Of course, programs change, so all I can really guarantee is that this process worked on December 5th, 2021. The first method assumes that you have never previously uploaded the images in your sequence. But stay tuned, I will show you what to do if that is not the case. So, let's get started. The first step is to rename the files of the images that will be in your sequence. Start by choosing a name for the entire sequence, in this case, Oakland Streets. Follow that by an open bracket and a number indicating the position of the image in the sequence, close bracket, and then an optional title for the specific image you're currently working on. Proceed to rename all of the images in the sequence, giving a sequence title to each one and making sure that the sequence title is identical in all of the images. This is critical to making the rest of the process work. Then assign a number within brackets that gives the position in the sequence, and if you wish, you can give an optional title to each separate image after the closed bracket. If you desire, sort the images according to the file name to make sure that they appear in the correct sequence. Now log into your Photo Club Services account. Click on Competitions and submit images to a competition. Find the competition to which you want to submit your sequence. In this case, I'm choosing the portfolio competition. Click Select. Now click on Upload Images into the competition. Now go to your list of files and select the images in your sequence and just drag them onto the Select button. Wait for the images to upload, as you can see by the little dots turning green. Once complete, click on Save Images and proceed to Edit page. Now you will see that the program has automatically recognized these as a sequence, given the sequence name, Oakland Streets, and assigned each one the proper sequence number according to the number that you put in the brackets. Now click on Save Any Changes and return to the original page. And you will see that all of your images are there in the competition. You can now click Return to Competition List. And you are done. That's all there is to it. To see how this looks in your image library, go to My Account, Image Library, My Image Library, display the recent uploads, and you will see the 3 images in your sequence, plus this other little purple square called Image Sequence. That's kind of a placeholder that connects all your images together into a sequence. You'll see how this can be useful later on, but for now, you really don't have to pay any attention to it. So as you can see, it's really quite simple to upload a sequence. The key is to put the file names in the proper format, starting with the name of the sequence, the position of the image within the sequence, within square brackets, and then followed by an optional title for the specific image. If you've done that properly, all you need to do is drag the images onto the Select button and it will upload, and the program will figure everything else out for you. So hopefully you will have no more problems with uploading sequences. Now, I did mention that this works for cases where you have never uploaded an image before, so you've never submitted it to a previous competition or put it into your image library. And I did promise I would tell you about what would happen if you had already uploaded an image, and that is what we will cover in the next segment. So what happens if we try to upload a sequence that contains images that had previously been uploaded? So here we're going through the same process of selecting the competition, going to upload the images, selecting the images, dragging them over to the select bar. They start to upload, and after they upload, we go to save the images and go to the edit page. But instead, what we see is this yellow box of error messages appear. There is in fact one error message for every single image that you uploaded that was already in the image library, because Photo Club Services does not like duplicate images. Here in this case, all three were already in your library. So you'll notice it says the duplicate image will be used instead of the image you uploaded. In other words, it will use the image that was in your library and ignore the image you upload. It also says that you can do changes or you can just go and save it. So we click Save again, and we find that just like before, a sequence has been created, and as we decided that the images should be there, but in this case it used the images that were already in your library. So now we click Save, it goes back, and sure enough there's your sequences submitted to the competition, and you can return to the competition list and proceed. Programs often give you more than one way to accomplish a given task, and this program is no exception. In this final segment, I will demonstrate how to create a sequence from images that are already in your image library. This has the advantage that the format of the original file name does not matter. It also eliminates annoying error messages due to uploading duplicate images. It does have its own unique problems, however, as you will see in this demonstration. Go to My Account and click on My Image Library. Then click on Add an Image Sequence. Now give the image sequence a name, in this case, Oakland Streets. And then click Add Images from Library. Now you have a number of ways to search for images in your library. I am going to search for a title. Title contains, and then type in the title of one of the images I want in the sequence, stacks, and then click Search for Images. I find two, one of which is the one I want, so I click Select and then Finish Marking Desired Images. Now I know that the rest of the images I've uploaded recently, so I'll click Add from Image Library, and then I will click Display Recent Uploads. And I can see the other two images that I want to include, as well as the one I've already selected. So I'll select the two new ones that I want to add to the sequence, and then click Finish Marking Desired Images. At this point, I can reorder the images if I want. So I want the railroad tracks to be the last image. So I'll click on that and then click on the down arrow to move it down, and then save the changes. That completes creating the sequence, but I want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes. So I'm going to go and display recent uploads so you can see what's going on. And what you'll see is the images are there, plus a new image, it's one called Image Sequence. That is a little holding place that connects all the other images in the sequence. You can edit that if you wish. Click on the edit button and it brings you back to the screen if you want to change the order or if you want to add additional images from your library. You can do it here. But here we're just going to cancel. Now to actually submit the image to the competition, we'll go up to Competitions, Submit Image to a Competition, search for the competition we're interested in and select it. And this time we will click Add Images from my image library rather than Upload Images. Again, it brings us to the search. Now we're going to search for files that begin with Oakland, because we know we called it Oakland Streets. We search for that. We come up with a number of images that have Oakland, but there's the last one is the one that represents our sequence, so I'll click on that and then click Finish Marking Desired Images. Now we come to the edit page, and if we want to change the title of any image, we can do that here. So for example, I would want this one to just be Tracks, not End of Tracks. This will change the title in your image library permanently. But here's where the rub comes in. It does not add automatically the sequence name to the title, but this is a requirement of N4C competitions. So now we're going to have to go in and edit each title to add the sequence name and the two brackets, the open and closed square brackets. So here we go, we add Oakland Streets as the sequence title, add the two brackets, and we're going to copy that and we're going to then paste it into the titles of all the other images in the sequence. And then click Save and return to the original page. And we're back to where we entered the images in the competition, and there you can see all three images of your sequence have been entered, and the title has the appropriate format for N4C competitions, consisting of the sequence name, the position in the sequence, and then the final title. At this point, you are complete and you can proceed with whatever else you need to do. Well, that concludes our video. Hopefully, in the future, you will be able to submit all of your sequences with no problems. Thanks for watching.